Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is Christelle Martinette here with another reading for you for the month of June, the second half of June. This is Aquarius. I'm mixing around the signs. When my next readings come, I'll start with Pisces and go backwards so I don't mess up. So Aquarius, I'm going to use tonight, it's here tonight. The So cute. The black cat tarot. They're adorable cards. You'll see those. And I'll mix those and I'll be using a spread. So this is for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Sun, moon, and rising. And I'll be using my VERA SIBILLA cards. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ta-ta. All right, and I'll use the spread that I used initially when I opened my channel in back when. It's a diamond spread, so there'll be 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 2 cards, 1 card, 9 cards out. Let me think. Let me think. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising for the second half of June for the full moon. The full moon, hi there. The full moon in Sagittarius. Ready? 1, 2. You'll love these cards. I'll show you these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're gorgeous cards. Gorgeous. Okay. Hi there. All right, take a look at this. Take a look at these cards. The Queen of Cups. Then we have the Three of Coins. So cute, these cards. Then we have the Knight of Swords. So adorable. Take these out. The Ten of Cups. Then we've got this Seven of Cups. Quite a number of cups here, ladies and gentlemen. Then we've got the Nine of Swords. And then I have the Four of Cups. Tons of cups. I don't even have a Wands cards here. Wands card. Then we've got, and what did I say? We didn't have a Wands card. We have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands. And the last but not least, is the Knight of Swords. Okay, what have we got here? Wow. Look, Aquarius, there is a time, there comes a time when you think to yourself, well, all of your superficial thoughts seem to just fade in the background. There's a time when all of those things that weighed heavy on your mind yesterday or this morning all of a sudden are no longer there. And it's as if you're sitting down and you're thinking, you're contemplating about, well, as if you were on a beach or on a big, wide spread of grass, and you're thinking to yourself, let me think of how will it be? How will my tomorrow be? And you're completely creating the vision for yourself. You're creating what is going to be in your future by seeing it, by visualizing it. And you have a bit of help, from people around you, from those who trust you, from those who have fed your dreams and made it possible for you to dream big, but not always is everyone on your side, and not always is it possible, Aquarius, for you to then bring that dream to fruition. Okay, excuse me. So we have a situation whereby, you're thinking that I'm suspending time. You're sitting there and you're suspending time, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I will just stop and know, that slow motion movie, everything is going so slow, and here is this, I'm seeing you in this period of time, Aquarius, in this full moon cycle, as if your entire life just starts to slow down. And it seems that it is the accumulative factor of so many months where there was so much stress that finally it's giving way, not to depression, but just almost exhaustion. But before exhaustion sets in, you sort of, your mind is just removed. You take your head and you make it go on vacation. You make it go somewhere else. And what do we have here is a very dreamy Aquarius. You're very dreamy, and you're literally preparing the groundwork for what you want the rest of your life to be like. Because you're thinking, well, if I can think it, if I can imagine it, then I'm there. Then I can actually be that way. And it's not a process that's very, very difficult for you to do. It's automatic, as if you just fall right into, place, and you're sitting there daydreaming. It's a wonder. It's really a wonder to see, because you feel, first of all, that you've been blessed. All right, there's no doubt about it. You do take time and you do think of all the good that has been, or that was, or that took place. There's a lot of that. And to tell you the truth, you are very much removed. You're removed, as if you're taking, you're out. It's not out of body. It's not like the out of body experience, no, but you are as if you're watching yourself on a stage, and you are in a body, they are in a body. You're just watching, as if you're projecting yourself onto a different person, a different place, a different context, and you're fully aware. So that full awareness, Aquarius, it makes it possible for you to keep your feet on the ground here and your feet on the ground here, and try to imagine with the strength of your thoughts, with your intentions, intentionally bring things to materialize. And it is a very powerful silky glove that I'm seeing that you are wearing in order for something to completely change before your very eyes and become real. Of course, the way I'm explaining it, Aquarius, is in a fashion that seems as if it's happening now, okay? That it's going on now, and it's just unraveling. But we know, and you know especially, that everything that I have said, all of this process that's coming into being, has been planned, has been drafted, has been orchestrated somewhere else, and is brought finally out into the open. And you're thinking, oh, thank God. Finally, I have come into my own. Now I can relax. This is the idea. This is the idea. You sat down thinking, now I can take a deep breath. Okay. So now we're in that state of mind. There are energies here that make it possible for you to pick up your speed, of course, because now we're in a momentary phase of rest. You're going to be picking up your speed. You're going to take that passionate drive that you have, and it will push you along, and it will usher you into a different phase. Okay, oh, I'm going to call it a different phase of your life, because our lives are made of, as if we're taking a walk. We're taking a walk, and now we're going to take another walk, and now we're going to take another walk. And now you're on this, you're resting, and then you're going to take another walk. And you're accepting it. You're very, very accepting of what you, in the past, in the very, very recent past, were unable to understand, completely unable to make out. Why are these things, you would ask yourself, why are these things happening to me? What did I do, or what did I do to deserve that? Or can I, is there big question marks? Okay, big question marks. Now, there are, you have gone through, let's say, I would like to say, Aquarius, you've gone through the worst of things. It was that expression. I want to say Shakespeare. It probably wasn't. It was probably Conrad or something. It was the best of times, and then it was the worst of times. I can't remember where that's from. And that's what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I've gone through it all. I've done it all. What is left? As if, almost as if, you were maturing. Now, I'm saying this, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, Aquarius friends, it has nothing to do with age at all. It has to do with the developmental process, with the rite of passage, with another step in your walk, your journey, okay? Now, the thing that I'm going to start first of all looking at are my glasses so I could see, are the amount of cups here is surprising. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 cups out of 9. And what I'd like to look at, first of all, is this very, very beautiful page of swords, to understand the reasoning process, what is actually emerging in your brain, in your mind. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let me take a look. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, little lady. Hello, Steph, Michelle. Megan, Monica, Caroline, Mara, Margaret. Very, very, very nice. Thank you, elegantissima. Very nice, thank you. Okay, I'm going to now look at this page of swords to see what I can see at the bottom of the deep blue sea. We have got here superbia, this pride, vanity. Then we've got the male lover, the l'amante, could be a female. And also we've got pensieri, thought. What is emerging here? Now, in this world, in this deck, this oracle world of La Vera Sibilla, which is fascinating, by the way. I always suggest, if you can, get it. There's Amazon, I think, still sells it. I think it's the Everyday Oracle, it's called. Look for the blue backs, 52 cards. It's a deck of 52. What does this tell us? This card in particular is one of those mysterious cards that is so hard to read. And when we're thinking about an emerging message, something that is brought to light, I have to say that you are still with your thoughts geared toward that one person that has been in your life for years now, years, that you can't, still, it has nothing to do with all of that other stuff that was happening in this last year that just brought you practically to exhaustion and thinking, now what? What did I do to deserve that? This person is someone that has been relegated to the background, and you are not exactly sure what to make of them again. There was a time I feel like I'm going to be going on for hours here, so I better cut it short. Or else I'm not going to be able to go to sleep tonight. Sorry, Aquarius. There was a time when all of your focus was on that person, all of your focus, and you did, your business as usual. You were studying, you were researching, you were, going to work, clocking in, clocking out, going to the supermarket. But that person was there all the time. Then, mysteriously, out of the blue, it happened that something came tumbling down, like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Boop, 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 boop. Your life almost looked like it was going to shatter. Now, it seems like you're out of the woods and you are sitting there, like I said, but that person is still there, and you're going to get your gumption up. You're going to get your desire back for them. You're going to want to go and knock on their door or try to pull them out of their sleepiness. Try to revive that situation, if even just for the sake of friendship, you're thinking. Even just for the sake of friendship. And you think to yourself, well, do we ever have enough friends? There's that expression in English, you are never too thin, or you're never too rich. Okay? And I would add to that, well, you never have enough friends. There's never enough friends. Now I'm going here to the Knight of Swords as well. The Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords yields these cards in this fashion. We've got denaro, the money. It's a safe. It's an institution as well. Artista, the artist. And we've got the death card, mortem. Look. Your world has come shattering down in the past year. Something has happened. Something. Okay? That made you completely change your perspective on what families mean and the power of blood and your tribe and what it means to be part of a group and have your roots. Is it all that important? You're revising your ideas. You're thinking, surely, I'll give you two opposite examples. One, you come from a very, very important family from some country, a very wealthy family, a very highly placed family, and it's a large family, and they always stick together. You've traveled the world over. Something occurred, a sort of like a scandal. This is an example. A scandal occurred that the family was falling apart. You just didn't realize why this person wasn't helping the other one, and why do you have to adhere to such strange societal constraints, and what the hell, you were thinking to yourself. And the other example is on the other end of the spectrum. You come from a family of modest means, and you live in a way that every week you do your shopping, and the refrigerator ends, you put it in, it goes out, put it in, it goes out, put it in, it goes out. So you're living day by day. But when it's time to eat, everybody comes around the table, you sit, you bond for that moment. And there are and the family becomes very, very important. So when those Aquarians are sitting and thinking, they give thanks for what they have, and they're projecting, planning for the future, seeing themselves on the stage, and preparing their next long walk on their journey. And they see something that they're very thankful. They give thanks with an immense heart. Whereas these people here, they're two ends of the spectrum, and more likely they're Aquarians all in between. But the idea here is that you see your life in review that last year, and you want to almost make amends. But what these two people say and think is they don't want to waste any more time. Every day is important for you. And so the month of June, the second half of June is going to remind you about that. Let me take these dreams here and see what they have to add. My nose is itching, must mean something. This is Keenat's bright state. Very, very, very keen, like the word, sense of intuition. You're highly attuned to what is going on spiritually around you now. Very, very highly attuned. 3 sets, Merkstave, comes down like an axe, and it tells you, get rid of any negative thought that you may have. It is not going to serve you. It has never served you. Now is not the time for that to come up, to emerge, because there's no way that you can then create a new path. There is Rido here, Merkstave, and Rido talks to me in that position of being in a... this is a period where there is a little bit of disorientation because there's exhaustion. That's what it is. It's almost exhaustion. And you would do well, like Rido counsels you to do, not to go anywhere. Keep yourself with your loved ones. Keep yourself where you are. Don't move. You need the time to think. And need it is. This is the rune called need. And it has to do with the benevolence of a female. It has to do with the benevolence of a female figure that you need to gravitate towards. I'm thinking in terms of an older sibling, a mother, an aunt, a grandmother, someone who will give you comfort. You need to gravitate toward them. And then joy, wonyo, is announcing joy, whether you're on this side of the spectrum from a highly wealthy family or from a family with a modest means. The joy is there because you're able to then understand what it is that you want to accomplish in that new little walk that you're going to take. Very, very, very interesting, Aquarius. Very, very interesting. I hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Aquarians. I do enjoy the fact that I go live and that you're here with me. I'm going to read that now. Like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. My website, www.christellemartinette.com. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye. Oh, every time I get to this point, I'm thinking, now, how do I turn this video? Here it is, my cursor. Bye-bye.